Hi, I'm Michelle Rahal with the Motorsports Channel and MotorsportsUnplugged.com. You know, it's not a new question that the NASCAR fans ask themselves repeatedly. Why is Jimmie Johnson so good? The answer? It may not be what you think. He has a peer in the world, and if you look at these two drivers, you get very close to the answer. Jimmie Johnson, a 5-time Sprint Cup champion, and Michael Schumacher, a 7-time Formula One champion, as individual drivers may not be any better than their closest competitors. So what makes them different? Schumacher really set the stage for what we all like to call chemistry. Chemistry is nothing more than a catch-all phrase for an entire organization or system of people moving in the same direction at a very high level of competence. There's no Peter principle here. You perform or the door hits you in the butt. We've all tended to reference it to mean the driver and the crew chief. Well, that is far, far too simple. When Johnson takes to the stage, you see a ballet of perfection, not necessarily by him, but him and 70 other people behind him. He, Knaus, and Hendrick have built a team totally around him and him alone. They don't sit and ponder about whether Dale Jr. or Gordon or anybody else has their act together as well as they do. They do what benefits them. Michael Schumacher is notorious for being a ringmaster who was able to associate himself with his engineer Ross Brawn, who helped Schumacher construct this chemistry. It's no accident. Chad Knaus and Johnson have done exactly the same thing with Hendrick's blessing. If not, they couldn't do it at all. Johnson, as vanilla as the core fans seem to think he is, has developed that deep Machiavellian instinct along with Knaus that they're an autonomous team that could survive with Hendrick pairing back to two cars. Remember, the rules in Formula One only allow two cars, and they too have limited testing. Schumacher was the undisputed #1 at Ferrari, but they couldn't implement that in a contract or have team orders at that time. In NASCAR, if you said anything about team orders or innuendo, you'd be burned at the stake. But I believe they are there. Hendrick knows exactly what he's doing. Watch carefully when things go wrong with Johnson. He appears to implode, but then like a miracle, he recovers and he wins the race. That is no accident. It's the entire organization. Remember the crew switch at Texas? Don't rely on me for my opinion. Look at how Richard Childress and Kevin Harvick have moved up, or Denny Hamlin with Joe Gibbs. And don't rule out Michael Schumacher making another comeback in Formula One after this past season, now that he's had time to infiltrate the Mercedes team. Will Johnson take a 6th title or have the rest come close enough to get to him? You're just going to have to tune in to find out. For the Motorsports Channel and MotorsportsUnplugged.com, I'm Michelle Rahal. Thanks for watching.